Hello again. I'm here with another episode of Azure is Easy. My name is Mohsen, and in the previous sessions, we did create an APIM, we create a virtual network, public IP, network security group, create a function app, and deploy to the same VNet and subnet that our function app is deployed. We configured our APIM to use external VNet, and we are protecting the backend through a VNet, so no one can access the VNet, the backend, which is using the private endpoint and the VNet that we created. But we're gonna expose the API that HTTP trigger to outside. So we are in the APIM, and the rest should be easy. So we're gonna go to APIs, and we're gonna use function apps. We're gonna select our function app that we created. I'm gonna call it func app backend. I'm typing. Oh, we have to select it. I'm a bad. I thought I can select it. I can, type the name. Okay, so this is this one. Select. This is R1. We're gonna use post. That's fine. Post is more secure, especially because we are using X function key. Good. No issue. It's gonna expose that this one. APIM test 2. We can. It's better to put a brief name for that, like HTTP call, or beautiful name, a brief name, create. And it's really interesting because we can APIM going to connect to our function app, get the X function key. X function key is required for securing our function apps through APIM. So without that key, no one can call. Actually, they can call it, but because the function key is not there, the function app gonna reject those requests and will not respond to those ones. So we have added that one. Let's test it. I'll click on test. I put a parameter here like name, like Maria, and send the request. Sorry, this is the post method. We need to test this one. It's easier to test this one. Value gonna call it Maria. Send. Wow, it's working fine. Perfect. We can do a test. Actually, let's do it. So what is the endpoint? This is the one, right? So we can get the URL here, go to our Sunder client, create a new request, put it here, right? And go to body JSON. It was like that, right? Name. This was equating, right? Like John. So we don't have the subscription key. That's fine. So we can get the subscription key and test it. So I'm gonna explain it later, but for briefly, let me do a test call here. Subscription key, I think that's here, right? This one. think I should be in the header section, right? And what's the value? The value is this one. Yeah, our body possibly is not correct. What's the format? Let's yes, my bad. Again, apologies, it should be fine. Before access. So, yes, it's the post one. We were using the get. Perfect. So another name. Yep. So we were able to call our function, call our function through APIM, which is great. We use the subscription key. So subscription key is acting as a kind of agreement with the APIM and developer, and it's going to be used to show, yes, they have access to this API that we exposed. So it's a kind of key that we need to pass with a specific name to the, when we are calling the APIM, to tell, yeah, we have a valid subscription key and we are possibly the person that we claim to be. We need better security mechanism than subscription key, and we can use app registration and token JWT or tokens. So those are more secure ways, but subscription is the least that we can do. We exposed it, we tested it, fine. I assume if I just change it to get and remove this part from here and go to query and just put a name to should be able to call it as well. Yep, that works fine. So we tested, we exposed our API through APIM securely. Before I go, I wanted to show you some other things regarding this function app. So if we go to name backends, we can see this is the function app key. I don't want to show that, but that's fine. I'm gonna delete it. It has been added as a secret. So Azure got my function key. Let's go to my function. First of all, let me check the networking. Disable. Let's disable this one. Good, but let's try this one more time. Still working, no problem. This one, this is the local host I'm calling. This is the post method. This one, header is this one, out body. Perfect, so working. We are 100% sure this is not exposed publicly. Going back to APIM, let's see what APIM did when we exposed. When we clicked on this one, function app. So it actually get the function app key, authentication. No, I think it's configuration, right? No, configuration. App key, sorry, it's here. It called the key, it generated a key and start using that one. So it inserted in here. In the back end, as you can see here, is pointing to the function app that we are using. So if I go to this one, see, this is the same one. So APIs. So this is the same function. So it did all of this automatically in the back end. See, function app. So it added all of those ones automatically. We can do these ones manually as well. Nothing. So interestingly, if you remember, I mentioned earlier that APIM needs to identify it itself securely to APIM. So it's using the X function key and getting the value from the named value section of APIM. I'm gonna explain these things more. This one, so it's inserting that name there, but we can see here there is a backend name, and the backend name is being used as a policy in the API. I'm gonna show it quickly. So if I click on this one, you are seeing it says set backend service. So if I click on this one, is function app key API. So this is the ID. Let me put it side by side. It's easier to see. Function app backend APIM. So we set a policy that when a traffic comes in and needs to talk to that to the function apps, we're gonna use it. We're gonna translate it. We're gonna use or inject or insert the backend URL here automatically, so the traffic knows where it should go. What else? This is a name value. Again, backend using that name value to authenticate itself to APIM. Backend is being used in the inbound policy of APIM. So we can see that in both HTTP calls or operations or endpoints. So these are the things that APIM did in the background. I'm gonna talk about APIs, product, and subscription in more detail, but yeah, this is the way that backends, name value, and APIs and policies are being used at the moment, or they were used for exposing this backend, this specific backend. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned something new. Any feedback, question, or comment, please let me know. Bye.